In this question, we are going to get 6 marks in under 6 minutes. We are given the information, the lines y equals a half x and minus a half x are tangents to a circle at the points 2, 1 and minus 2, 1, and we need to find the equation of the circle and give it in this particular form. For a question like this, if it's not got a diagram, I'm going to draw my own diagram. So if I start out by drawing it, I'm going to draw out the x-axis and the y-axis, and then we're going to attempt to draw just a rough sketch of the situation. So the line y equals a half x, a bit easy when you've got squared paper, but I'm going to map it out just like this. And I'm going to do something similar for the line y equals minus a half x. So it's not too steep, but it's coming down, and they're both going to go through 0 because the y-intercept is 0. Now I'm going to try and plot the points 2, 1 and minus 2, 1 just to see where they are on the graph. So those points are here, and the other one is over here, so it's kind of symmetrical. And how are we going to have a circle tangent? Well, it kind of has to go over the top like this, tangent to both of them. And then I'll just continue drawing the circle. We don't need the rest of the circle, but I'll continue drawing the circle out the top like this. The center is going to be in the middle. And the main thing to do in this question is find the radius of the circle and the center of the circle, because then we can get the equation. So from GCSE, you might know that the line from the radius that hits the tangent is 90 degrees. So that's going to be true for both of these two lines. If I just call them L1 on the right and L2 on the left, then I'll try and describe these two lines. If L1 is perpendicular to the tangent, then if the gradient of the line is a half, we must negative reciprocal it to get minus 2 as the gradient of L1. So we know that y equals minus 2x plus c. The point on the line that we know is 2, 1. So if I sub in 2 for x and 1 for y, we'll notice that c is equal to 1 and then plus 4, so 5. So y equals minus 2x plus 5. I'm going to use a different method to find the straight line of L2, just to showcase the two different methods. This time I'm going to do y minus y1. So that'll be y minus 1 is equal to m. M is going to be, again, negative reciprocal of minus a half this time, which is just 2. And then x minus x1, but this time it's minus and minus 2, so it's going to be plus 2. So if we rearrange this, we get 2x by expanding the brackets, plus 4, and then plus another 1. So plus 5. Just two different methods to find straight lines, both are acceptable. Now, if we give these names, 1 and 2, if we add these two, then that's going to eliminate the 2x and the minus 2x. And we're going to get 2y is equal to 10, which means that y is equal to 5. If y is equal to 5, we can sub this back in, whichever equation you like. We're going to get 2x is 0, so x is 0. And it kind of makes sense looking at the diagram. 2, 1 and minus 2, 1 are symmetrical, so it makes sense that the center would lie on the y-axis. So this just confirms it. So the center of the circle is at minus 5, as I've written there. So next up, we need to find the radius. The radius is going to be the distance from the center to the circumference. We know that the center is 0, 5, and we've got 2 points on the circumference that we can choose between. I'm going to choose 2, 1 because it's not got any negatives in. So we're going to do the distance between the x coordinates, which is 2 take away 0. And we're going to do the difference between the y coordinates, which is 1 take away 5. We're going to square those two, add them together, and chuck them under a big square root. 2 squared is 4, 1 minus 5 is minus 4, and when you square that you get 16, and then when we add these together we get root 20. So the radius of the circle is root 20. Now to finish off, we just need to put it all into the equation and then expand to give it in the required form. the equation of the circle is going to be x minus, in this case it's going to be 0, because that's the x coordinate of the centre. Then it's going to be y minus 5, because it's the y coordinate of the centre. This will be equal to root 20 squared, because it's r squared, radius squared. If I expand that bracket, I'm going to get y squared minus 10y plus 25. And when we square root, we just get the number underneath. All that's left to do is to write this in the form that it wants. So we move the 20 over to the other side, and we get this. And this is our final answer for the full 6 marks. And here are some more circle questions.